Welcome to our latest episode of the Technocrats.
Let's think about a company's business strategy and the role of supply chain in that business strategy. Now the question for Deepak is, given his the strategy work that he's done for organizations, how does AI enable the company's supply chain to become an asset, a strategic asset that they can use to go and compete in the market, compete and win in the market?
Jagan, the knowledge is power today. We basically see AI is the engine, which is converting data into the power, literally. If we think about from a Michael Porter perspective, who defined the 5 forces of competitive advantage. I like the word competitive edge more, but I will go with competitive advantage. 2 of those are actually really supply chain related. And those 2 are like supplier powers. So if AI can, and as organizations are adopting AI more and more, AI is helping them, which are actually the critical SKUs. Where is the supplier concentration? What is the supplier risk? And by knowing all those kind of things, organizations are actually gaining the supplier power or reducing actually the supplier power in a way. And the second is the buyer's power. So I like to give an example. Suppose I'm the shopkeeper and I have the umbrella and it's raining outside and no other shopkeeper has umbrella. So in a way, I have basically mitigated or reduced the buyer power in that particular scenario. And that's what the AI demand forecasting and a lot of use cases which Mario has highlighted in different areas has the potential to do so. But at the same time, think of this is that Statista has told, and with some of the reports, that AI can improve the revenue of an organization by 10%. And it can reduce the cost of operations by 20%. If you do the math, then for few organizations, the profit of an organization can actually double. And that means the market cap valuation of the business will actually also get doubled, which means that now you have more money, which you can actually invest in 2 ways. You can have more new product and services because you have that money. And the second, you can actually take that money and then develop more AI use cases. Demand forecasting, labor forecasting, SKU segmentation, dynamic slotting, all those kind of vehicle route optimization. Like there are so many other use cases. And each one of those use cases in their specific area has a potential to improve the efficiency by 35% within that area itself. So when you do that, you have actually got a competitive advantage, competitive edge, which is actually hard to beat. So that would be that's how the supply chain AI should be a thing to talk a lot more in the boardrooms. Should be actually in everybody's mind as well.
Yeah. So picking up from there, your thoughts, Deepak. I firmly believe brands, retailers, distributors, they are beginning to put I see it, I believe it, and the importance of customer experience and engaging with customers, so the brand, the brand loyalty, right? Building that brand loyalty becomes extremely important for a business. Mario, let me ask you, how does AI help brands, retailers, distributors to deliver that superior customer experience?
Yeah. For me, in today's fast-paced market, meeting and exceeding customer expectations is no longer just a competitive advantage. It is essential for business to survive. That's where AI steps in as a game changer. AI empowers us to analyze vast amount of data in real time, from customer purchasing history to browsing behavior, social media interactions, even with external factors such like weather patterns or current trends. So by harnessing this data, we can anticipate customer demands with unprecedented accuracy, ensuring that the right products are available at the right time in the right place. With advanced analytics and predictive modeling, companies can optimize pricing strategies, promotions, and even product recommendations to maximize customer satisfaction and loyalty by delivering personalized experiences across every touch point, from online shopping platforms to in-store interactions and post-purchase support. Brands and retailers can foster deeper connections with their customers, driving repeat business and positive word of mouth. As an example, Starbucks has integrated AI into its mobile app to personalize the customer experience. Through the use of predictive analytics, the app suggests customized drink recommendations based on the factors such as location, time of the day, and past orders. This enhances convenience for customers while also driving sales through targeted promotions and incentives. So what we are seeing now is how brands and retailers across different industries are leveraging AI technologies to deliver superior customer experiences, setting new standard for customer centricity.
Yeah.
May I just add something
please,
to that?
Deepak.
I basically have experience, probably Mario, you and Jagan have experiences that walking into a car dealer, for example, and then asking questions, and then they do not have the answers because car technology itself is actually changing a lot more things. So I think it is all about, like Mario has said, it's about customer experience, customer service, customer journey. When actually our team developed 13 pilots, and when we showed it to different executives, within a month, we have basically come out with one order. That's a separate thing. But what we have also found is that one of the most compelling use case has become is that how that mountain of data, which is in unstructured format, your images, your text, your charts, your other images and things of that nature, how that information can be taken and can be provided to the person who is actually on the floor, or a customer, or a supervisor, and an executive. So that is actually kind of changing the game, how that information is actually being used, and it is on the tip when they are actually having that conversation at that touch point itself.
We're certainly in NetLogistik. We see the evolution of technologies and capabilities enabled by enabled by AI. Supply chain technologies have been around for 30 plus years. Most of those technologies, most of the software has been rules-driven, pre-programmed software. Now, bringing AI, bringing that intelligence to the systems, shifting from rules-based systems to intelligence-based systems. We're actively working, NetLogistik is working in developing that intelligence to complement the systems that systems which are currently being used in enterprises. We're working with Deepak as well and NEXTGEN INVENT in identifying some specific use cases, very specific use cases. So it's very real for the audience, Deepak, if you can spend a few minutes on AI use cases in demand planning, forecasting, and inventory optimization. Let's make the conversation real with some specific things that you're working on. Some of those things you're working with us on with our customers.
Absolutely, and I would basically say that things which Mario has mentioned also. Before I dive into like one of the use case, demand forecasting, which is actually quite near and dear to me. These are organizations have started realizing that integrated business planning is what they actually need, so that they can get information from sales, customer service, and also from supplier, vendors, and customers to unlock the value. This integrated business planning can actually use the information, and that information can be provided by the enterprise AI, which can connect all these dots from SKU segmentation to new product development, pricing, promotions, recommendations to the client, safety stocks, things of that nature. We have basically found that the demand forecasting has played and is actually going to play a bigger role within every organization, because once you have that in place, all other use cases actually plug into that. As per the Harvard Business Review itself, if you have implemented an accurate demand forecasting, it can actually improve the inventory turnover. It can actually reduce the stock outs, overstock situations. And the inventory cost itself can actually be reduced by 20% within the organization itself as well. So that is actually the organization should drive to. But each and every use case you will delve into, there will be always challenges. And those challenges are going to be specific to that use case itself, like in the demand forecasting, and it can be very dependent on the kind of business you are in. For example, in demand forecasting itself, if you are a retailer, so your SKU will change. Today you have a white shirt, tomorrow you will have a blue shirt with a red button in it. So how you will do actually the mapping of SKU from one season to another season, or previous year to this year. So you have to make sure all those things are actually getting into play. And also at the same time is the data is actually going to be the king. What we have realized in the demand forecasting, by taking the information of what kind of promotions others are actually running, and using that information even for capacity planning, but also taking the data, which is weather data, and bring that in to find it out what might be the impact of the weather on getting the product in time, whether within the warehouse or for the last mile itself as well. So those are the challenges and the things which can be used with each and every use case, keeping the business real product and services in mind, can be really very helpful.
That's great, Deepak. Now,
if you allow me, Jagan, an example of an extraordinary practice that I've seen lately. Unilever, leveraging AI and machine learning techniques, implemented a platform optimization engine that encompasses essential features such as diagnosis, automated forecasts, predictive alerts, actionable insights, and highly accurate plans for demand, for inventory, production, supply, fulfillment, and transportation. On top of enabling a seamless coordination across all different functions, they were able to optimize their supply chain operation, achieving, for example, between 8x and 12x faster daily, weekly planning with higher predictability, 410 basis points decrease in inventory overstocks levels, 600 basis points increase in service levels, 420 basis points forecast accuracy increase. So these results using technology are really impressive.
Yeah, really, what I'm hearing is the potential for AI across the supply chain is tremendous. Deepak talked and you talked quite a bit about how AI can positively impact the planning side of the supply chain. Now, can we spend a few minutes, maybe Mario, I think you've been working with some of the customers and some of the companies on more on the execution side of supply chain, warehouse, transportation. What use cases are you seeing where companies are today working on those use cases and bring new capabilities, AI-enabled capabilities to warehouse and transportation?
I will mention too, Jagan, on the warehouse side, DHL, for example, this German company uses AI and robotics technologies in its warehouse operations to automate order fulfillment processes and improve operational efficiency. This company employs AI-powered picking systems, automated guided vehicles, AGVs, and robotics arms to accelerate order processing, reduce errors, and enhance labor productivity within their distribution centers. DHL as well also utilize AI-driven predictive analytics tools to optimize inventory management, minimize stockouts, and improve supply chain visibility. On the transportation domain, I will mention UPS. UPS is leveraging AI and machine learning algorithms to optimize its package delivery operations and enhance overall efficiency. The company is using AI-powered routing optimization software to determine the most efficient delivery routes, minimizing fuel consumption and reduce transportation costs. UPS also employs predictive analytics algorithms to forecast package volumes, optimize package sorting processes, and improve delivery performance.